It's the end of high school, and we've all heard the same things. What colleges did you get into? What kind of loans did you get? Did you get financial aid? Did you take an ACT? An SAT? After high school, I went to a four-year college. I went to the University of Missouri-Columbia, Mizzou, as many people know it. And I went knowing that I was not ready for a four-year school. I didn't actually want to go to college after high school, but there was a lot of pressure to do it, and I did it anyway. I'd like to explore some reasons why things like vocational schools and trade schools might be a better option for a lot of people coming out of high school. You ask what a trade school is? Well, jobs like mechanic, machinist, even pharmacy techs, and even some nuclear technician jobs have a lot of trade schools you can go to. There's a lot of societal pressures after high school that are pushed on people to go to a four-year, and it would be nice to maybe push on a newer generation that maybe college isn't the best idea. Maybe you want to just go straight into a career of your choosing. Things like money, career stability, and just stability of your all-around choices of career in the future can influence a lot of these things. The Department of Labor estimates that the average bachelor's degree costs over $100,000 versus the average vocational degrees are around $30,000, which is a huge difference in price. This price tends to put a lot of people into extreme debt. Now, these debts are hard to pay back for a lot of people. And in modern times, this has become focus on many news sources about younger generations being in a debt that they can never repay. My girlfriend, we both went to Mizzou. After undergrad, she went to law school. And even paying monthly payments just covers the interest. She will never be able to pay that back without a serious jump in financial gains through her career. That also brings into the question your career future. There's a lot of jobs nowadays that can be easily outsourced. So your job could go overseas or be automated. Now, with vocational jobs and trade skill jobs, not only do you need to be on site and working, which makes it hard to outsource, a lot of these jobs either have some type of union that protects your job future, or local licensing to make sure that your job can't be taken away from you. This ensures that you have a useful post-education. A lot of people maybe go to a bachelor's degree for something like philosophy. That's a hard thing to get a job later in life. Unless you're teaching philosophy, there's not a lot of career options out there. A lot of people also don't realize the time commitment in a four-year program versus maybe a two-year vocational or trade school. The Institute for Education Statistics says that 40% of students drop out of bachelor's degree programs, and of those people that stay in, 64% take longer than 4 years. That is a long time to not be in the workforce versus 2 years of an average 2 years of trade schools. So who's to say you're doing a 4-year degree, 2 years into it, you think, maybe I don't want to do this degree. That kind of resets the clock. With a 2-year program, it's in pretty quick 2 years of what can be hands-on job training which means you could possibly already be shadowing somebody in your field and making money while you learn your profession. Now, this might all sound like I am bashing four-year bachelor's degree programs, which I am not. They create a very well-rounded education experience that works for many people. All I'm trying to say is that some people learn a little differently. Some people don't want to go into a four-year program. By going into trade schools and vocation schools, you could possibly avoid significant debts, and maybe find a useful trade that really calls to you. I just think that for our younger generation, we should start pushing education, but not necessarily four-year bachelor's education. Just find what you like. Some people learn differently. Whereas one person wants to go into a job where they take a briefcase to work every day, some people might want to strap on a tool belt and work with their hands. Thanks.